Right, good morning and welcome to my channel, Jules Craft Room. I'm Julie and today is week 5 of the Halloween blanket, and we are doing the border round here of white with the dripping blood. So if you can see that there. So let's turn you around and get started. Right, so we have our middle panel all done. And you're starting with the middle panel facing you, the right side facing you, and you're going to start by using the black, and I'm still using the 4mm hook I've been using all along, and you're going to insert that into the top here. Right, so it says for round 1, join the black, you do a 1 chain, and that doesn't count as a stitch, so you then do a double crochet into the same stitch. You double crochet into that, and then you do a double crochet into each of the remaining 59 stitches, so all the way along here to the end, like this. All the way along, and I'll see you at the corner. Right, so I've done a double crochet into each of the stitches all the way along, so that has given us 59, including that one, 60 double crochets all the way along there. Right, so when you get to the end of your 60 stitches at the top of your trick or treat, you get to the corner, you do 2 chain. That's 1, 2, and then you start down this side here. And now when we're turning it, we've still got the right side facing us, and this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, because what she's asking us to do is miss loads of stitches. So this is what I've done. She wants us to do 65 stitches along here. So I've worked out how many stitches we're doing, and it comes to 65. So I've written it down here to make it easier for myself. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 double crochets. So double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Then you're going to miss a stitch. Then you're going to do 3 double crochets. Then you're going to miss a stitch. Then you'll do 4, and you'll do that 6 times. Then you'll miss a stitch. You'll do 3, miss a stitch, 4, and you'll do 4, miss a stitch 7 times. Then you'll miss a stitch and do 3 double crochet, and you'll miss a stitch, and then you'll do 2 double crochet. And I've added it up, and that the number of stitches you'll be doing comes to 65. So that's what we got to do. You do 2 chain. That's 1, 2, and then you start down this side here. So you start off with your first double crochet in the top of that panel, and it is a bit fiddly, it's a bit tight. So that's my first one, and I'm doing 2, so I'm doing 1 in the next row, and then it tells me to miss 1, so that'll be that one, and then I'm going to do 3 double crochets, so that'll be 1, another 1 in that row, 2, and 1 in that row makes 3. Then I'm going to miss 1, and I'm going to do 4, so I'm missing that one, and I'm going into this one. I can get it in very tight. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's looking like that. And then I'm going to miss 1, and I'm going to do 4 again. So miss 1, so I'll miss that one, and I'll do 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to miss one, and I'm going to do another 4, and this will be my third lot of 4s. 2, 3, 4, miss one, so be there, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you miss one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that's my 5th lot of 4s. So this is the last lot of 4s. So miss one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's my 6 times. And then I miss one and do 3. So I miss one, and I'm doing 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I miss one. I'm doing 4 7 times, and that's what you're doing. And hopefully when I get to the end I will have the right amount. So I'm going to carry on doing that, and I'll see you at the end. Right, so I've just done my 7th set of 4, and I'm now going to miss one. So I'm missing that one. I'm going to do 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to miss one and do 2. So that's 1, 2, and that's my stitches all the way along there. And then you're doing 2 chain for the corner, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 60 all the way along the bottom here. So 60 double crochets all the way along the bottom. I'm going to count mine to make sure I got 60. I've got 5 at there at the moment, and I'll see you at the next corner. Right, so I've come to the end along the bottom here, and I've got my 60 double crochets, and then I'm doing 2 chain, and then I'm going to turn, and we're now going to do exactly the same up the side here. We're going to do 2 double crochets, that's 1, 2, then we're going to miss one, which is that one, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to miss one, and then we're going to do 4 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, then we're going to miss one, and we're going to do another 5 sets of 4 double crochets. Then we're going to miss one and do 3 double crochets, and miss one and do 4 double crochets 7 times, and then miss one, do 3 double crochets, miss one, do 2 double crochets, and that'll give us our 65 double crochets all the way along here, and I'll see you at the end. Right, so when you get to the end of doing your miss one double crochets, miss one, the sequence, you then do your 2 chain and slip stitch into the top of your first one, which is there. Doesn't want to go in there. Right, the second row, we start off with a 3 chain, 2, 3, and that does count as a treble. And then you'll do a treble into each of the double crochets until you get to the corner. So that counts as a stitch, so then you'll go into the next stitch. And you'll do this all the way along. Treble into each stitch. And I'll see you when we get to the corner. Right, so when you get to your corner, after doing a treble into every double crochet along the top, you then do 2 trebles, 2 chain into that 2 chains. So that's the 2 chain that we did earlier, and you do 2 trebles into the space, you do 2 chain and then another 2 trebles. Like that, to do your corner. And then you're going to do a treble all the way along into each stitch until you get to the next corner, and you're going to do exactly the same, and you'll do that in every corner till you get to where we started. And remember, when you do your corner and you turn to start, don't forget that hidden stitch. So you've done your two trebles, 2 chain, 2 trebles, and then you need to do that hidden stitch here. So you pull that back, you do your treble in there, and then you continue all the way along. And I'll see you here once you've gone round and done all your corners. Right, so when you get to the end, you do 2 trebles into the last 2 chain space. 1, 2, then 2 chain, another 2 trebles, and then you slip stitch into the top of this treble here, like that. And then it's a matter of fastening off. And then we'll start the top blood curdling panel, so the top blood panel in white. Right, so the first row of the top blood panel, you join the white into the 2 chain space with the right side facing you. I use a slip knot because that's how I like to do it. And you do 3 chain, and that counts as a treble, and then you do a treble into each of the next 64 stitches. So don't forget your hidden stitch, which will be this one here. So this one here. And then you'll do a treble into each of the stitches all the way along, and I'm going to weave in the black as I do it. like that. So do that all the way along and I'll see you at the next corner. When you get to the end of your trebles, I've got 65 and my last treble, making it 66, goes into the 2 chain space. And then you turn and start row 2. Right, row 2, you're continuing in the white, you're on the wrong side now, and you do 3 chain, and that does count as a stitch, and then you do a treble into the next 65 stitches all the way along. Oops. So continue all the way along doing your trebles, and I'll see you for the start of row 3. Okay, so we're going to start row 3, and I've done, like she said, about cutting lengths in red. Now I've done them 200 because I didn't want to take any chance of not it being enough, and I don't have to worry about what's a long drip and what's a short drip. I've cut 6 lengths, and that will do for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starting. And this one I'm going to use from the ball, because when we get up to here I'll use it to go all the way along. So yes, so that's the plan. So I'm starting with the main ball, and then I'll use those to do the other drips. So it says these darker ones, darker colours, are where you're going to do a bubble on top, and you're going to do that afterwards. So we just do it white for now, and then we'll come back and do a red bubble when we finish the panel. So which means that this one you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in white. So you'll do 11 in white there, and then here, then you'll do a red, and then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in white, plus this one, because this will be white. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17. So that is 33. So you'll do 33 white along there, then you'll do a red, and then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then you'll do 20 white. So, and that will be 1 in red and 1 in red there. So we start off and we're doing a 3 chain to start, and then we're doing, and that counts as a stitch, so that's your 1, that's 2, and we're doing 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you'll do your 1 red. So we'll get one of these, and that will be in one of the separate ones. So we'll get one of these, and wind it up. And when you join it, you're finishing off the previous treble, and then that's how you join the colour. And then you'll do a treble, and then when you about to finish, you'll finish off in the white, and that'll be your one red, and then you'll leave that for when you come back. And now we're going to do 33 white. Thirty, 31, 32, 33, and then you're joining your next red. You get another short piece of red, like that. And then the white. And then you'll be doing 20, and that'll be right to the end. And that's the end of row 3, and you should just have those 2 blood pieces in there. And then you need to turn, and we're starting row 4, so we're working from this way, working from this side, and this time we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be 8 white, 1 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 white, 1 red, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. 1 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 white, 1 red, then 11 white, 1 red, and then 3. So you turn, and then we're doing 8. 8, and then we're doing a red, so we're getting another piece of red. Should really wind these onto something, but I'll do that in a bit. And then you change back to the white, and then we're doing 11 white, 11. And then we're joining this red, which was already here, and it's on the back, so we want to make sure we're on the back, so we keep all the messy bits to the back. There we are, and it's just 1, so we're then going to rejoin the white, and then we're doing 16 white. And basically this is what you do all the way along. Follow the chart and I'll see you at the end of this row. Right, so when you get to the end of row 4, it wasn't 11, it was 7, and that's where you're going to join, I'm joining the main colour. So not a short length, because I'm going to use this to go along at the top. So yes, and keep your joins onto the messy part of your joins on the reverse of your work. So that will be my, and then back to the white for the last 3. And then we start row 5. So we're on row 5 now. And that will be 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 3 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 again. And then 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put a line through there to know that I've done that row. And I did that one as well, which I thought to put a line through. And then we're going to start row 5. So we'll turn and we'll do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and we're doing 2 more trebles because that 3 chain counts as a treble. And then we're going to add the red, and we're just doing 1, which means then we're swapping back to the white, and then we'll be doing 6 white. So yes, I don't know if you can see that, I think I might have missed that, but we did the 3 chain that counted as a stitch, then we did 2 white, and then we added 1 red carrying it from the stitch below, and now we're doing 6 white to the next one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't quite finish it because you're going to do it with the red. So keep all your messy bits to the back here. Pick up your red. Join it. And then you're doing 1 into here. And you can carry your white. While you're doing this, because you'll need it on the other side. So that's 1, and then again 2, and then again. That'll be your 3rd one, and then you'll drop in the red and you're picking up the white again, like that. And then we're going to do 8 white. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this will be a new one to pick up. So a new bit of thread. And you're adding the white, so you drop the red. That's that one there, and then you're going to be doing 6. Keep an eye on your tension. I'm having to try and tighten mine up a bit. 6, and then you'll be joining the red, and you'll be doing, done the 6, we're doing 1 red. Dropping the red, picking up the white. And then we're doing 16 white all the way to that one there. I'm going to carry on doing this. Right, so that is my 5th row, and on the 6th row you can see we're going to add the final drip up here. So come in there. But that's what it looks like. That's the front and that's the back, and obviously I will tie in the ends. But yeah, so that's looking pretty good. I'll see you when we finished, when we get to this last bit. Right, so when you get to the end of row 6 and you do the 3 there, you need to carry that red to the end so that you can carry on from there. So that's what I'm going to do. So your last 3 in white, and you're carrying the red. Like that. And then this last one you're going to change to the red like that, and then you turn, and then you're doing 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and you're doing 5. So that'll be 1 in there because the chain counts as 1, the 3 chain counts, 2, that'd be 3 altogether, then 4, and you need to be carrying the white because you're going to be joining it there. I have carried the red because I'm using from the main ball now, and I'm carrying the white as well, and that's what it's looking like. And I've done so far to here, and I'm going to carry on doing this, and then I'm going to do red all the way along the top, and I'll see you at the end. All done. Right, so I'm just going to show you how to do the blobs of blood, because I'm using the leftovers from where we stopped, where we had our 200 centimeters, and we used, and then of course we carried on with the main thread. So what I do is I get a small hook, this through, weave it in, and then gradually pull this down to the bottom where we're going to do our bubble. Just saves joining another bit of red when you've got all this thread here anyway. So you get to the bottom, then you get your normal hook, and the bubble will go in this post here. So you pull through like that, and then she tells you to do a slip stitch. So if you pull that through like that, and the end I'm pulling through here, so it's on now on the front, and then you do 3 chain, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a bubble, which is the 5 unfinished trebles. So you yarn over hook, slip it through where you've joined that bit stitch down there at the bottom, do the treble but you don't finish it, then you yarn over, you do another half the treble, and you've got 3 loops on there, again 4 loops on there, and again, so you now have 5 loops on there, and then you go through all 5, and then you do a chain, and that gives you your bubble of blood, and then you're joining it on to the top of here, so you're going in there and through there, and you're going to do a slip stitch, so you slip stitch into there, and then you're going to fasten it off, and you're going to slide it through there like that, and then you can draw the hook through and pull the end into the back here, and that's your bubble of blood. And you do that at the end of every one. Right, now I've done the top, I've weaved in all the ends, and we're now going to work on the bottom. So with right side facing, turn it so it's upside down, and you're joining in this corner here. And you're joining in the 2 chain space with the white. You're going to join by doing a 3 chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that counts as your first treble. And then you're getting your chart, and you're going to do 3 white. And before completing this, you're going to add your red. I've got the leftover lengths from before, so I'm going to use those. And I am doing 3. And you're carrying the white along with you as you do this. And you're weaving in all the white and the red end. That's 1. 2, 3, and you're going to drop the red, and you're going to carry on with the white, and we're doing 5 white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to join another red, and you're going to carry the white, and you're just doing 1 here, so you need to drop it and finish off in the white. Like that. Then you're doing 6 white. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to join the red. And you're carrying the white. And we're doing 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it a little pull. Drop the red, pick up the white, and carry on like that, like we've done before. Follow the pattern, and I'll see you when we get further along. Right, so this is week 5 so far. I've done the top panel. Went a bit big, so hopefully when I go round it'll all pull itself in together. That's the top panel, and that's the bottom panel. And I've put my balls of blood on, and I've sewn in all the ends at the back. So I'm now going to finish this video here so I can get it uploaded, and then I'll do a part 2 for the side panels. And I'll see you in part 2.